say that Denmark has done a lot to improve people's life, and as a result making this invention, making the world a better place, a better place. I will start with the innovations and inventions that are less known to some of us. And the first one, I want to start with the drum motor. The drum motor for industrial use, and this is an innovation. Well, what is a drum motor? A drum motor, or motorized pulley, is a geared motor drive enclosed within a steel shell, providing a single component driving pulley for conveyor belts. Well, actually, in the early 1950s, the Danish inventor and entrepreneur John Kierkegaard designed the first industrial type of this drum motor, and making this an innovation, because the drum motor at an early stage was invented in the 1920s, but John Kierkegaard designed the industrial type of drum motor. Yeah. Okay, now the next inventions, or maybe a design, it's the international symbol of access. Well, yeah. What is the international symbol of access? Well, it's also shortened ICA and is known as the International Wheelchair Symbol. Denotes the area where access has been improved, mostly for those with disabilities. The original international symbol of access was designed by a Danish design student, Susanne Kofod, in 1968, and it was first sketched as a radical design conference by the Scandinavian Student Organization. So, when you see in all the toilets that access for the persons with disabilities, that it's mostly on blue, think about that it was designed by a Danish student, that icon. Good. The next one is the Benton chair. Benton chair. The Benton chair, where in Danish it's Bantonstolen, is a 5-shaped plastic chair created by the Danish designer Werner Benton in the 1960s. The world first molded plastic chair. It is considered to be one of the masterpieces of the Danish design. The chair was included in the 2006 Danish Culture Canon. Yeah, very interesting. Now, let's go to the science a little bit, because here we have the Römer scale. Römer scale. Well, the Römer scale, its Danish pronunciation, also known as the Romer or Römer, is a temperature scale named after the Danish astronomer Ole Christensen Rømer. Ole Christensen Rømer. it in 1701. It is based on the freezing point of the pure water being 7.5 degrees and the boiling point of water as 60 degrees. This is not used anymore, but this was the first scale or temperature scale. Right, now we're gonna stay in the science because we have next one, another scale. It is the pH scale. Yes, the pH scale. Oh, everybody knows acid and alkalines. And here is the pH scale. And it's used to specify the acidity or basically of an aqueous solution. Acidic solutions are measured to have lower pH values than basic alkaline solutions. Well, short, in 1909, the Danish chemist Søren Peter Laurits Sørensen, so he has a very long name. Its name is Søren Peter Laurits Sørensen, introduced the concept of pH at the Carlsberg laboratory, originally using the notation pH, with H as a subscript to the lowercase p. The concept was later revised in 1924 to the modern pH to accommodate the definitions and measurements in terms of electrochemical cells. But the initiator was Sørensen. Very interesting facts. Good. Now, let's move to more popular inventions by Danish inventors and pioneers. And one of them is Google Maps. Well, you heard right. Jens Elstrup Rasmussen and his brother Lars Rasmussen are two of the co-founders of the Sydney-based digital mapping startup where the second technologies. In 2003, the company designed a mapping application that could be downloaded and installed. After a year of hard work and discussion with Larry Page and Google, where the two founders and employers managed to make their idea work on a web browser. And it was then that Google acquired the company and started working a lot with the two talented Danish developers on what will become the Google Maps in 2005. So, good to know, because all of us used at least once Google Maps. I'm using almost every day because I'm very curious to find and to discover new places. Good. Now the next invention or innovation is the loudspeaker. Peter L. Jensen is one of the engineers who perfected the speaker, and he was the first to manufacture the moving coil loudspeaker. Moving coil loudspeakers in 1915, along with Edwin Bridham. After 4 years Jensen's loudspeakers are known as Magnavox. Magnavox. Speakers after his company's name. Well, that's good to know. The next one is the telegraphone. Telegraphone. Well, actually, the first magnetic wire recorder called telegraphone. Telegraphone was invented in 1899 by the Danish Waldemar Poulsen. Poulsen developed a magnetic recorder that recorded on a steel wire, tape or disc. A year after his invention, the renowned Danish engineer used his recorder at the World's Fair in Paris to record Emperor Franz Joseph of Austria. His speech. This is probably remained the oldest surviving magnetic audio recording in history. Moreover, in 1903, Poulsen developed also the continuous wave radio transmitter, known as the Poulsen arc transmitter. Until the early 1920s, it was used in some of the first broadcasting radio stations. Very, very interesting. Alright, and now let's move to the insulin. Insulin. Alright. August Krog, along with his wife Marie Krog and other Dr. Hans Christian Hegdorn, became famous for founding the Nordisk Insulin Laboratorium. Nordisk Insulin Laboratorium. There they made a major contribution to establishing a Danish production of insulin by ethanol extraction of the hormone from the pancreatic glands from pigs. From pigs. Wow, yes. Okay. Well, let's move to the Lego bricks. Lego bricks. Well, the wonderful and the colorful interlocking bricks that we are now sold in 140 countries and used by millions of children, also by adults, okay, was launched for the first time in 1958 by a Lego group. The Danish company was initially founded in 1932 by Ole Kirk Christiansen Kerperten from Billund. Alright. The next one is the Henson writing ball. Henson writing ball. The Henson writing ball was the first commercially produced typewriter. And was developed by Rasmus Malling Henson. Alright, in the list we have the dry cell battery. Dry cell battery. Friedrich Louis Wilhelm Helsen is known for designing one of the first dry cell batteries. In the 1887, his invention made batteries easier to transport. After founding his own factory, he started selling his batteries to Danish telephone company. Today, Duracell owns Helson's brand name. Okay, so these were the precursors of our phone batteries, I think. Thank you for that, Mr. Louis Wilhelm Helson. Okay, the next in the list, it's the fiber optic imaging. Holger Müller Hansen in 1951 invented an instrument that can transfer images directly to the eye using optical fibers. Today, the tool or the instrument, it's named endoscope. Hansen did not get a patent on this solution. In turn, Japanese Olympus company got it on their solution 20 years later. So, the initiator and the pioneer who invented the endoscope type of tool was Holger Müller Hansen, a Danish engineer. Right. The next one is the wind energy for daily use. This is not an invention, this is more like an innovation. Denmark was named the green capital of Europe in 2014. And this is because mostly by the wind energy they are considered leaders in the field, and also the innovation in the wind energy production. As leading producers of wind turbines, Denmark has installed more than 90% of the world's offshore wind turbines. 90% of the world's offshore wind turbines are installed by Denmark. Okay, now another great inventions. We should thank Danish people is the pure yeast, or Saccharomyces pasteurianus, Saccharomyces pasteurianus. Dr. Emil Christian Hansen discovered a method of creating pure yeast, ending the beer disease that plagued the country years before. This method changed everything for the industry, and the new yeast was rightfully named after as Saccharomyces carspergenis, and that was in 1887. So Saccharomyces carspergensis. Well, very hard to pronounce, sorry. And that was the last invention in our list. Wow, astonishing invention. So definitely some of them we are using also today. But before this session, me, for example, I didn't know that on the base were some Danish pioneers. Thank you very much for watching.